You have already met them both. BFS, the calm one, spreading outward in ripples, and DFS, the adventurer, diving as deep as it can possibly go. But here is the question almost nobody answers clearly. What is the actual difference between them? And when should you reach for one instead of the other? Here is the secret that makes it all click. BFS and DFS are basically the same algorithm. They visit every node. They avoid repeats. They take the same time. Only one tiny choice changes between them. And that one choice changes everything. Let me prove it. Here is the code for both, side by side. The signature is the same. The visited check is the same. The loop over the neighbors is the same. Line for line, they are twins. There is exactly one difference. BFS always takes the node that has been waiting the longest. DFS always takes the node it added most recently. Oldest first versus newest first. That is the whole story. And that one difference comes down to one data structure. BFS uses a queue, a waiting line. First in, first out. Whoever arrived first gets served first. DFS uses a stack, a pile. Last in, first out. The node you placed on top is the one you pick up next. A queue pulls you wide. A stack pulls you deep. Same code, different container, opposite behavior. So let us race them on the very same graph. We start both at node 0. Watch how differently they move. BFS on the left explores in rings. First node 0. Then everyone one step away. 1 and 2. Then everyone 2 steps away. 3 and 4. It finishes an entire level before going any deeper. Calm, even, layer by layer. DFS on the right commits to a path. 0, then 1, then straight down to 3. Only when it hits a dead end does it back up and try another route. It goes all the way down before it ever goes wide. And look at the order they finished in. BFS gave us 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. DFS gave us 0, 1, 3, 4, 2. Same graph, same nodes, completely different journey. That is wide versus deep, made visible. If they take the same time, is there any real cost difference? Yes, and it is about memory. BFS has to remember an entire level at once. On a wide graph, that frontier can balloon. Thousands of nodes sitting in the queue at the same moment. DFS only remembers the single path it is currently standing on. Its stack is as deep as the graph is tall, but usually far thinner. So DFS is often lighter on memory, while BFS can become heavy on wide graphs. Keep this in mind. Now here is BFS's superpower. Because it explores in perfect rings, the very first time it reaches a node, it has reached it by the shortest possible path. Fewest steps guaranteed. DFS cannot promise that. It might stumble onto a node after wandering down a long winding route. So if your question is, what is the fewest number of steps? BFS is the tool. DFS is not. So when do you actually pick one? Reach for BFS when you care about closeness. Shortest path, fewest moves. Nearest things first, level by level. Think ripples in a pond. Reach for DFS when you want to go deep. Explore a full path. Detect a cycle. Find connected groups. Solve a maze. Think one explorer, diving to the end of every tunnel before turning back. So let us quickly sum it all up. BFS and DFS are the same algorithm with one swap. A queue goes wide and finds shortest paths. A stack goes deep and explores fully. wide versus deep, queue versus stack. Learn both, and you have unlocked almost every graph problem you will face. If this made things click, do subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.